Okay, hey, Peter Franson here from Spirit Blade Productions, here to kind of let you know what went on. Oops, let me turn this down. What went on in the month of October? September. It's October now, September. I'm doing this with a different setup. Sorry, this is probably going to make for a crappy video, but I was a little bit pressed for time and I didn't want to just skip this, so I thought better to have a less than great lighting and all that kind of stuff and still get this out. Production on Spirit Blade: A World of Shadows has really kind of kicked into high gear for a little while. It's been very satisfying. Over the course of the summer, I was primarily working on the songs for the special edition version of the audio drama. The main version will not contain the songs. I'm planning at this point, when the Spirit Blade: A World of Shadows is released, to at the same time rebrand and re-release the entire trilogy of audio dramas in two versions. One will be the standard version that I'll primarily be promoting and pointing people to from this point going forward, and that'll be the version without the songs, because I think it'll stand the test of time better, and I think frankly I'm a better storyteller and a better audio drama producer than I am a music producer and a sound engineer for music. I really enjoy singing. I think that that's definitely more my training than acting, certainly. But as far as like actually writing songs and producing them and stuff like that, I think going forward it'll produce the best product to kind of streamline those things, and also widen it, make it a little bit more accessible to people that maybe don't in particular like, say, my voice, the style of my voice, or the style of the music that I'm doing. So I just want to broaden that out. But of course, the originally envisioned versions will still be available in what will be the new special edition brand for all three of those. So anyway, I finished up the bulk of the work on the songs over the summer. And now I'm back into scenes, and as it happens, I've come to a cluster of scenes that are all pretty short and simple in terms of their content. It's mostly like two people in a room talking. So I've been able to go like boom, 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 and really get these things done. Right now, I am about 3 weeks ahead of the schedule I've set for myself, as I'm aiming and mapping out that mid-April release for Spirit Blade: A World of Shadows and the rebranded versions of the entire trilogy. So that's very encouraging, especially since as I get into like I did scenes 25 through 31 basically over the course of this last month, and 32 and 33 I anticipate are gonna go really fast. I'm already almost done with 32, and then 33 I think is gonna go really fast as well. 34 is when it's going to like slow down a bit. So 34, 35, and 36. Those are the two climax scenes. They're longer than normal scenes. They're also very effects heavy, lots of layers of sound effects, lots of different characters in the scenes at the same time. So it's just going to be a lot more editing and mixing intensive. And then 37, the final scene, is kind of like a quiet epilogue type scene, and that I think will come together really quickly. So I am feeling very good about the pace that I'm keeping right now. Not a whole lot more that I have to report, but I'm very excited because the last time I was mixing scenes and working on scenes was back in April. So now to be back in scenes is really exciting. And yeah, things are looking very good for a mid-April release at this point, maybe even earlier, but until I am through 34, 35, 36, I don't want to adjust that estimate at all. I'm already terrible at making estimates of when my stuff releases, so for right now, I'll just say things are looking very good for a mid-April release. Okay, that's all the update that I have right now. Thanks for your patience with this setup. If you were curious, this is because of this is close to my setup for when I'm recording for a video game that I'm doing a trial and error video for on the Christian Geek Central channel, and I'm also experimenting with not quite Let's Play. I bought a game called Shadow Hearts from the New World, which is the third part of a trilogy of games that the first two, especially the first one, I really love the first one in the series. The second one, I have some problems. It gets kind of jokey and weird and cheesy and strange Japanese and stuff, but the game system is really awesome. And then the third one just goes totally off the rails in the silly, zany, totally like weird Japanese flavor kind of humor stuff, but the gameplay I still really love so much. So I bought it specifically with the idea in mind of recording myself, my game sessions every time I play throughout the entire game, and then when I'm done looking at that footage and seeing if I want to make something of that. If it would be maybe probably not a let's play where it's like not edited and you're just getting the entire game, you know, in chunks. I would probably edit it down and have like highlights of like the scenes, so if someone's watching it to see the game and the story of the game and stuff, they can see that, you know. But then also highlights of parts, you know, that involve my reactions to the game, the parts that I love and the parts that make me want to vomit and scream and tear my hair out and stuff. I'm thinking of I've got a title in mind, but I don't want to share that yet, of the series and what the series might be. So anyway, that's what this setup is about, why I'm mostly keeping my camera here instead of over there. This is not a permanent thing. I do kind of move it back and forth so that when I do my uncut reviews for Christian Geek Central, it's over on top of my computer and you're seeing the bookshelf TV background, which is where the camera is right now. But anyway, so that's a little explanation of what's going on here. But that's all the update that I have. Thanks for tuning in and caring enough to watch this. And I will see you next month.